Even myself, like I'll go and talk to a number of different women, and there's going to be women who are going to not want to talk to me, women who are going to be kind of standoffish and all that other stuff. But then there's other women who, soon as I walk up and approach and talk to them, I see all their teeth. They smiling. They're all about it. So if I'm talking to 10 women, right, and let's say 3 out of 10 women are making it super easy, it doesn't make sense to try to deal with the 7 who are not, because all 10 of them are hot. Let's say all 10 of them are hot. They're super hot, attractive. I'm physically attracted to all 10 of them. But there are 3 out of 10 who are making the situation super, super easy and smooth. The other 7 are giving me resistance, making it a hard time. So because I know I can get the 3, why would I waste time with the 10? See, I could understand waste time with the 7. I could understand wasting time with the 7 if I had no knowledge of the 3. Once you know, it's hard to go back. You understand what I'm saying?
You are making very good points, and I don't really disagree. I don't know how many women I've approached. What I do know is there have been women who have like their eyes, like their pupils dilate the moment that they see me. And it's like I'm the second coming of Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and everything. And then there's been times when it hasn't. For whatever reason, my makeup is like obviously I prefer it when it's just like plain sailing. If it isn't, it's just like whatever. I did an interview with A Blaze like 2 days ago, and he asked me a question, this philosophical question, which I thought was fascinating, and I think it leads on to you as well. So he basically says, when you run game on a girl, are you creating attraction or are you uncovering latent attraction that was already there? Can you artificially like engender attraction with your personality? And the reason why he asked that is because I was talking about a time when I went to a tantric sex seminar in Bali. And I was there for about 2 days, and there's about 15 men, 15 women. Everyone's gorgeous and sexy, and we're all doing like sexually themed exercises to help us to explore our sexualities. Right. The end of the first day, we do this exercise where all of the women are sitting in a circular table, and every man has to spend 2 minutes having dinner with each woman. And so the men move in a circle, the women just stay put. Whatever happens in those 2 minutes happens in those 2 minutes. And I noticed very quickly how differently the energy would be with one woman as opposed to another. So I sit down with a woman and she might be really sexy, but there's just nothing there. And like, I'm kind of waiting for the time to go. But then I sit down with another woman and it's explosive. And we haven't really had time to talk to each other. There was just something there. So I suspect that you are basically saying, whether you know it or not, there's some kind of animal magnetism that connects some men to some women. And the women who are really connected to certain men are going to react a certain way. So rather than waste time trying to force something that ain't there, you should just go and find the women who are automatically in tune with you.
That's basically the point of the whole thing. There's really no such thing as generating some sort of attraction that's not there. All that happens is that you create a scenario where the woman or even the man, depending on which way we're going, as far as like you talking to the girl, she's talking to you, there's only a situation where somebody reveals something about themselves and then the person says, oh, okay, that's interesting to me. So I'll settle for this situation because that thing is interesting. If I'm talking to a woman, let's say I'm in that same situation and I see a woman and let's say she's just like a little bit like overweight and that's just not my type physically, right? And so off rip, I'm like, she's okay, right? But then let's say we start talking and I'm like, yo, this girl's she's kind of funny. You know, she seemed kind of cool or whatever. And then let's say she says to me, you know what? I was checking you out from when you first came in and I just really, really turned on and I want to take you in the bathroom and like go down on you or something like that. Right now, remember, I'm not really interested in this woman like that. I'm not really that attracted to her. She's okay to me. But now that she said, hey, let's go to the bathroom and I'll give you some head. Now I'm like, that's something I'm interested in. So I will go with her to the bathroom, give her head and all this other stuff. But from her perspective, she's like, wow, I built this attraction in Locario. No, you didn't. I'm still not attracted to you like that. I just used you for your mouth. And that's what I'm trying to tell guys when they're dealing with women. The woman is not really attracted to you. She's using you because A, you told her you'll take her to dinner. B, you told her you'll do this and hang out with her, talk to her, entertain, whatever it is. But she's still not really feeling you like that. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's where a lot of the resistance comes in. Because now when that overweight woman says to me, Locario, I really want to be your girlfriend, guess what she's going to get? Resistance. Why? Because I'm not really interested in her like that. That's what I'm saying. You see what I mean?
I get it, but like, have you not had times when, let's say, there's a woman who wasn't into you at all, and you didn't even do anything to get her, but like just be yourself, and then as a result of being around you, being yourself, all of a sudden now she's really into you, even when you're not trying?
Well, there's one thing, like, if a woman's not into you at all, that's just no interest.
No, I mean, I don't even mean like that. Like, I mean, like for instance, there's been times when, okay, like here's an example. Like, must have been about 10 years ago now. I used to do Airbnb. I used to let out Airbnb properties in London. And I rented out to some Americans actually. There was about 5 of them, maybe 6, and they were all family. Actually, yeah, they were from New York actually. But anyway, yeah, they were totally what they were New Yorkers. So we were just chilling and hanging out. I took them all around London for about 2 days or so. That girl became crazy attracted to me because she saw me with her cousins who she respected. Her cousins all loved me and thought I was amazing. I wasn't like, I was nice to her, but I wasn't really paying, giving her the time of day. By like the second day now, she's all over me. I'm like no black man she's ever met. Can't get enough of me, this and this and this. I wasn't trying. There was no like attempt for her to reject and then be like, oh, let me give this guy a chance. It was just me being me, even though had I have actually approached her in the get-go, she would have been like, get out my face.
But did you try to holler at her at the beginning?
Not at all.
Right.
Like,
So you don't, that's what, but that doesn't count because you didn't know if she was, because she could have been interested.
Like she was quite adamant about it. Like she was like, I blew her mind. Basically, I mean, like again, like so she's from New York, right? So like black guys, you know, obviously they sound like you. Obviously, I've got an English accent, and maybe I sound like Hugh Grant or something. She was just constantly going on like how I shattered her vision. Like I don't think she'd ever been with a black man before, so I like this. She kept saying it.
That's different though, because in that scenario, you didn't try to interact with her and try to make something happen at the beginning.
But I'm certain if I had, like, if I'd have seen her in the street and she would have got rid of me. This is my point.
But you don't know that. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying, all I'm saying is that if you initially approach a woman with a proposition and she gives you resistance based on you giving her proposition, then that resistance is showing she does not have high interest in you. So from that point on, anything you do at this point, from that point is you chasing. And if she does deal with you, that's her settling. That's what I'm saying. So in your situation, she could have been thinking about you the same way the whole time. And then it just happened that the second time y'all got together or seen each other, y'all made something happen.